Controversial Bill Burns, and nobody likes a quitter.
Lately, everyone been talking crazy. Feel like everybody's got some to say. They misinterpreted my good intentions and expected I was just gonna step away. If there's a heart that pumps and there's a breath to take, then I won't bite my tongue as long as I'm awake. And they don't have the guts to make a dumb mistake. I'd rather crash a car than never touch the brakes. I built this house. They're the kind of people that be dying for exposure. They're the kind of people that get mad and lose composure. They're the kind of people that are never going forward. They're just the ones that are looking for apologies. Hating real loud, but they follow me. Screaming at the top of their lungs, I'm the scum of the earth. In the same damn breath, trying to preach about equality.
Welcome back to Matrix Wars, where today we're going to be talking about something that came out in the news a day or two ago, in which Rian Johnson stated that the content and main focus of the character of Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi is a perfect transition from how Luke was like at the end of Return of the Jedi. Now, you can be a Star Wars fan that loves the original trilogy, like most Star Wars fans are, absolutely addicted to every little asset about it. Or you could be like me, who grew up on the prequels, but still love the originals, but never had the attachment to Luke Skywalker that so many others do. And you would still be able to look at that movie and say, no. The Last Jedi, Luke Skywalker, is a totally different person. And for Rian Johnson to say that is a laughable thing. I mean, think about it. If you were to read the Thrawn trilogy, if you were to read any of the subsequent Legends, well, now Legends material of the Star Wars Expanded Universe, in which Luke is a Master Jedi and he's trained a new generation of Jedi Knights, one would be able to see that Luke Skywalker is a fantastic hero. He is fantastic. He's one of the greatest heroes in all of, fandom, of any fandom. And for Rian Johnson, a round-headed buffoon, to come around and say, yeah, what I did, yeah, the way I did it, that's right. I'm pretty sure Rian Johnson hasn't even watched the original trilogy more than once. I'm sure he probably hasn't read any of the Legends material, he hasn't played any of the video games, or read any of the comic books. But for most Star Wars fans, we've grown up on this type of stuff. We've embraced it with our hearts, and we've grown up with it as kids and subsequently as adults. Unfortunately, it seems as though Rian Johnson is not that type of fan. He's one of those clickbait fans. Someone who doesn't work hard for it, someone who doesn't put in the time and effort into the energy of the fandom to say, yeah, I totally understand the characteristics of this character. No, instead, he says, I'm going to make it my own. And then, yeah, I'm just going to complain about it. Now, if you were to look at this within the context of the spectrum of what's going on in Disney Star Wars, or Disney Wars, whichever you want to call it, it seems as though this comes out at a very interesting time. It's kind of become, in the Star Wars news, pretty quiet. It's kind of gone into this point where there's only these theories about what Episode 9 is going to be like, and then now you get John Boyega the other day attacking people who don't like the movies, and trying to be snarky with them. And now you have his teacher for doing this, Rian Johnson, who is the most unmanly, immature, soy boy cuckface in the history of humanity. Well, maybe not, the most, but he is definitely one of the most. There you go. Going around saying, oh, I was right. See, the backlash? Yeah, I mean, I know, I divided the fan base and the scores on Rotten Tomatoes, but I don't want to, say that those are real, Which is really funny when you consider that recently the Resistance reviews on Rotten Tomatoes have been proven to be bots or at least members of the staff who have recently decided to create profiles just one day ago, and now they're writing 5-star reviews just for that one show. Okay, yeah, sure, that's normal. Believe me, that show's not good enough for people to be like, I need to go on Rotten Tomatoes and create a new profile so I can give it a 5-star rating. No, it's not that good. Pretty sure not even the Clone Wars were that good. Very few movies or TV shows are that good. Nonetheless, what Lucasfilm has done to the characterization of Luke Skywalker in the most recent sequel trilogies truly is what one would call hypocrisy, or, in reality, a form of religious persecution, if one was to look at Star Wars as a religion, I suppose. It would be turning your back on the fan base. It would be destroying the very thing that people love the most about these movies. Luke Skywalker, their hero. So, anyways, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment below with your thoughts about this Luke Skywalker situation and Rian Roundhead Johnson's, messed up brain of what, he thinks is normal. And may the Force be with you.